This video/stream is sponsored by Trader Central. Trader Central provides funding for traders, spot cryptocurrency exchange services, and access to trading tools like copy trade software, portfolio tracking, and a social platform exclusive for communicating with trader friends. Sign up now using the link in the description and get up to 30% off on your first plan.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. How are you all doing? Hope you had a great week this past week, as the market gave us plenty of opportunities to capitalize on. In this video, I want to talk about my analysis for GBPUSD and GBPJPY. So as usual, I'll start off with the weekly time frame and work my way down to the 4-hourly time frame or the hourly time frame. So starting off with GBPUSD, from the weekly time frame, we can see that once again price has rejected off this support area around the 1.1, the 1.2 area as well. So this is the third time we are seeing this rejection in the last 4 weeks. So price coming all the way down here, rejected off, came back down again, rejected off, and back down and rejected, and price has failed to close below this level 3 times. So this level is holding quite strongly, and so it doesn't mean that price cannot break it, but again, if price is to break this level, it will break it with a very strong bearish candle. So again, looking at the overall trend, we are in a downtrend, and I always advise to trade the trend and not really against it. If we see any sort of up move, it will more or less be a retracement rather than an impulsive move. So you can decide to trade the retracement if you want. Just make sure that you ensure proper risk management and you're not risking a lot when trading the retracement. Okay. So if we go to the daily time frame, we can see on the daily time frame that this trend line hasn't been broken yet. Last week when price rejected off this area here, I thought maybe this could be the possible start of a double bottom pattern, but price tried to go up to the top, failed to break this resistance area here around the 1.217 area, and then rejected off, forming this pin bar, as you can see here, this green candle here, which is an indication that price would continue to the downside. So which is what happened as well. And then price got all the way back down into this this area here as well, and failed to continue further to the downside, and then price started its retracement back to the top. So how far down price is going to retrace, I am not exactly sure, but what I can say is we should expect price to retrace up to at least the 50% or 61.8% Fibonacci level. So, and if we're going to draw that retracement, it will be from this swing high here to the swing low, or from this level rather, because this is where the swing high was from that move. So if we have this move from up here down to this area, a swing here, swing all the way down here, and this is the next swing here as well, and then price coming all the way down. And so if we are going to draw a retracement, it will be a swing into this area here, which was around the 50% and 61.8% Fibonacci level. So we will be expecting price to get into this area here, and then we'll see how price reacts when price does get into that area. So whether or not price rejects off this area here or price breaks it, will be dependent on what happens when we get there. But for now, what I'm expecting basically is for price to continue a bit up to this 1.21 area, 1.22 area, and then we see how price reacts to this area as well. Again, if we look at the candle that has formed here, this bearish candle followed by this doji candle here, followed by this bullish candle, is what we call a morning star. And then we can see this lovely wick here formed as well, which is price rejecting off this area further, meaning that there were some strong buyers in the market when price tried to push back to the downside. And so I'm expecting price to at least continue like I mentioned, all the way to this resistance area here around the 1.218 or 1.217 area, and then possibly either break through this area or reject to the bottom and continue this very strong bearish move. So what's going to happen is the price has already started its move. It's going to be very risky for you to decide to trade it now, but you can still do that on the the smaller time frames. Once you already have it, that price most likely will continue to the top into this area here. You can always look for buying opportunities, and one would be possibly the break of this area here. So if price breaks this previous high here, right, that's the 1.205 area, then we can look to take our entry from there. So if price comes here to break, we can wait for the retest and see if price gives us a bullish signal from there, and then you can take your trade all the way to the top. I won't be doing this normally. I would wait for price to get into this area here before making any decisions. So I wouldn't be this up move that's going to happen. I believe it's a retracement, and I wouldn't be trading that as well. Also, this what we can see as well is if this up move does work, it's more or less a double bottom pattern as well, so forming this W pattern all the way to this area. But I wouldn't be trading this. I'll wait for price to complete the move and see what happens in this resistance area here. That will be my key area where I'll be looking for price reactions. So you can see price holding here, broke it, came back to retest it, fell all the way to the downside, came back to retest it again, and now it's coming back to retest it. And that is what I believe. And so when price does do that, I would look for trading opportunities there. So this has been my analysis for GBPUSD. I hope you found it very helpful. If you have, kindly leave a like. Next, I will be talking about my analysis for GBPJPY, and again I'll go down to the weekly time frame and work my way down to the 4-hour time frame. So now on the weekly time frame, we can see that it looks like price was trying to form this double bottom pattern. Price tried to push all the way down, which it has done about 3 times as well, but price kept rejecting off that area and never closed below this 162.3 area. Price kept on rejecting to the upside anytime price entered into that level. So it shows that this area here is very, very key, and there are a lot of buyers trying to push price to the upside, but it's still but we still have sellers as well trying to push price below. And if price eventually breaks below this area, this 162.3.4 area, then most likely price will continue all the way to the downside, and which for me is what I am patiently waiting for. Again, if we look at what's happening on the daily time frame, we can see this is the overall double top pattern, but we can see a smaller double top pattern forming here. With this being the neck of that double top pattern, we can see that price failed to break below that neck, okay, giving us this sort of area around here. When price got into this zone, price formed this lovely pin bar. You can see the rejection here, and then quickly continue to the top as well. Now, looking at this trade, we can see that again this candlestick here, this bearish candle followed by the pin bar followed by this bullish candle is what we call a morning star, which normally is a reversal pattern anyway. And then even price tried to push below again. When price got into this zone, this support area here, quickly rejected off, forming this pin bar again. So very strong indication that a lot of buyers in market, and they could continue to push price all the way to the top. So now where would price retrace to? Price could retrace all the way to back to the top, okay, to form whether a W pattern or maybe an M pattern, depending on how you want to see it, before price rejects down or continues its up move. But we will be expecting that to happen. Again, this move may just be a very short one and gets towards this area as well. So how would I trade this move? So if I go to the 4-hour time frame, we can see that, well, what we can do basically is we can draw our trend line from there. Okay, let me just draw that out. We can easily draw it from here to see what's happening, and then, or we can draw it all the way from here as well. So if you want to be conservative, you can draw it all the way from there. We can see price testing it here, 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 and then price heading back towards that trend line, and then we'll be looking to see if price would break out of that trend line to the top, and then we can capitalize on that as well. Another thing that we can see is this inverse head and shoulder pattern as well, with this being the left shoulder coming back down, forming the head, the right shoulder formed here, and then price could break this all the way to the top. For me, it's not very strong, and it's not something that I would normally like to trade, because it doesn't look like a very good setup to me. So I wouldn't normally rush to trade that, but it's still something that we need to watch out for. Okay, but for GBPJPY, again, I wouldn't trade. I will be very patient, and my patience will be to wait for price to get into this area here. That is around the 165 area. Okay, so we can see price in this area here been tested several times. Okay, so anytime price gets into this zone, there is some sort of reaction. So that's why I will be waiting for price to get into this zone to see what happens. See under that reaction here, when price got there, you can see price went all the way up. Price got here as well, broke through this area, which is very good. When price got back into that zone, what happened? Price quickly rejected off it again. So for now, price is going into that zone, and when price gets into that area here, this is where I'm looking for to see price reaction. So if price breaks this area to the upside, then I end up taking my buy trade. But if price gives us a sell signal in this area here, which is what I am expecting really, then I'll be looking to take my sell trades to the bottom as well. So this is what I'm looking at for GBPJPY. I'll just be patient on GBPJPY and GBPUSD for price to get to the resistance area that I want it to get to. And if price gives me a very good signal to trade there, then I will take my trades from there. So this has basically been my analysis for GBPUSD and GBPJPY. I hope you found this video very helpful. If you have, kindly leave a like, and if you haven't subscribed, kindly subscribe to the channel for more analysis videos. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great week ahead. Peace.
I can't forget the day we met. Your eyes so blue, me pressing through. I can't forget